Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Nobody Wants to Die. Donc souvenez-vous, dans le dernier épisode, on avait on était retourné du coup dans la salle où Green avait été retrouvé pendu. On a trouvé une salle secrète. Par la suite, on a découvert tout un harem et tout et tout et tout. Et donc là, Sarah est en danger, donc on va essayer de la sauver si c'est possible, bien sûr.
How could I
Donc pensez à
let myself
liker
be
et vous
tricked
abonner.
like this? Revolved around you, idiot. Says that they're fucking with you. Remember that already.
Bidonville.
I knew more or less where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Ah,
Not even have a bar here. Focus, James.
ah, donc elle habite dans un bidonville.
What are my taxes being spent on? Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Waouh, c'est la statue de la liberté. Waouh.
These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you?
Waouh. Ah.
Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Saute de la voiture. Non, saute pas en fait, elle va mourir. Ah ouais, d'accord. Oh ouais.
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt. At least she stayed right here with her people. No one else did.
Incroyable. Alors,
Cable draws the most of it.
oh, 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 oh. Déconne pas, toi.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late. Sarah?
Aïe aïe aïe. C'est vrai que ça fait bizarre, on passe de quand même une ville
The
gigantesque à une ville...
murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose. And had been drunk already for a week.
Allez, c'est parti. On va découvrir du coup le monde de Sarah. Oh là là.
What is this place?
Non, elle habite pas là, ça doit être un endroit. Wow!
The fuck?
Oh putain! C'est quoi ça? Ah ouais, non, mais pas des mannequins partout comme ça.
You thought I'd be an easy target?
Oh!
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
How did you find her?
Drop the gun, and I'll let you live.
Oula!
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
Pourquoi la voix prend une voix de femme maintenant? Ça me rassure pas.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house.
Quoi? Ah, donc c'est mon personnage qui est en train de partir en steak.
I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Ah, mais elle a pas d'argent pour changer de corps, c'est ça?
And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
Vieux musée. Waouh. Alors, souvenirs gelés. Les recherches de Pete Chalmers, scientifique à son compte et activiste, prouvent que les troubles mémoriels sont proportionnels au temps passé en némobanque. Le directeur de la CTC s'est abstenu de tout commentaire. Nous savons de sources officieuses que les autorités ont lancé des procédures à l'encontre de Chalmers. Il a donc décidé de publier ses recherches dans notre journal. L'algorithme ne garantit pas la plénitude de l'identité. L'organisation fonctionnelle propre à chacun, c'est après qu'on a le pourquoi. Nanana. Rêve d'Icorite, des scans de mémobanque réalisés par un groupe d'activistes souhaitant demeurer anonymes ont relevé des traces d'activité dans les Icorites gelés. Faut-il en conclure que même les Icorites désincarnés sont doués de sentiments, de conscience? Ok. Bon, je pense qu'on va découvrir un petit peu son histoire. À Sarah. Ah ouais, hein. Ah.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
Hmm. Et en fait, c'est pas Sarah, c'est Rachel depuis le début. Sa femme. 10 secrets de l'art recyclé. Bizarre quand même.
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
Greatest treasure in this world. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
It's taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor, surrounded by dirt. But we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Not like you're holding a grudge or anything.
I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. Her subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. She only thought of others, never herself. Selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. In the body of the auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Ok. Donc c'est pour sauver probablement, je suppose, sa sœur ou son ami. synchronisation. Jane Selma, la synchronisation paie du bonheur. Nous avons déjà découvert la clé de la vie éternelle seulement. Ouais, on s'en fout.
Tests. Beginning of the month.
Numéro corporel, âge corporel 29 ans, date de prélèvement, date de réception, date de report. Ok. Ah. Service mortalité, confiscation de corps, Taylor Adams, l'icorite sera livré immédiatement à la mémobanque rangée. Oh. C'est une chambre d'enfant ça.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Mon testament, Max Peter Dario. Vous méritez des réponses, énormément de réponses, mais je vais commencer par des excuses. Je vous ai menti, je ne suis parti nulle part. J'ai tout tenté pour faire sortir Tyler. Je ne voulais pas vous impliquer parce que c'était trop dangereux. La preuve, si vous lisez ces lignes, pardonnez-moi de vous avoir quitté, de vous avoir caché tout ça, de ne pas m'en être sorti. Je ne vous demande qu'une chose, après mûre réflexion. Si je ne peux pas vivre sans Taylor, je veux rêver à ses côtés. Je pense que dans la cuve, nous rêverons ensemble. Ne m'en sortez pas. Avec tout mon amour, Sarah. PS, j'ai tout trié pour vous. Ce qui suit vous revient. Le reste, vous pouvez le jeter ou le vendre en vous répartissant équitablement les gains. Là, on a Dario, Max, Peter. Ok. On a que Peter qui est resté. Ah. Est-ce que ce serait pas l'un des autres enfants, justement?
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. I don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Ah.
Not so easy with me, right?
Would you rather end up reconstructing the Icarite?
They probably wouldn't bother trying to save me at this point. In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Ah ouais, hein?
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
Ok. Ah, donc c'est ses frères. Ouais.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Place for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Ok. Je pense qu'on va
And
pas
you?
trop
Why'd you
insister.
become a cop?
Euh,
Always had a thing for
Merde.
crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Ok.
Bottoms up. To... the past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one?
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No, no, no. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
That's what I thought. Hypocrite. You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist, and you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I can't tell good from bad, especially in this fucked up world. But if something, someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks. I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Elle nous dit pas tout.
What bullshit tips are these? Issues with managing emotions.
Anger management, like a teenager, hair trigger temper.
Oh, bullshit.
Were you close with Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing a Nicorite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this. Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
Do it the old way, then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
Ok, on va
I
faire une
can't believe
reconstruction.
all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
Alors,
James, I
est-ce-
managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Ok. Donc, est-ce qu'on a une quelconque indication que le tueur a pris le contrôle de Green? Quel est l'intérêt de relier l'affaire de Green à la fusillade de l'Icarus?
His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
Alors, aucun corps ni corps n'était logé dans la machine quand la fusillade a éclaté, mais Green a très souvent abusé du transfert cognitif. Est-ce qu'il aurait développé des effets secondaires? Ah, oh là là. Ok. Général n'était qu'un élevage de corps réservé à pesticides de dégénérés. Non. Non. Non.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
Alors,
If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite.
ok. Ah, ils font que de me couper. Des transferts intempestifs ont accentué la désynchronisation de Green. Quelqu'un aurait-il eu moyen d'exploiter les failles de sa psyché ou de l'influencer? Ok.
Why didn't we have There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Ok. Donc ça, c'est bon. Ensuite, quel est l'intérêt de relier l'affaire de Green à la fusillade de l'Icarus? C'est l'histoire de...
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Non, c'est pas
Only
ça.
the innocent could take such revenge.
The world would be a better place.
Donc ça, c'est
I
pas
still
ça.
don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
It's... At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
C'est pas ça non plus.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
Non, c'est pas ça. On va le garder pour après.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Non. Non. Mais les orphelins, on va les garder juste pour après.
I'm getting used to the big names. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay. Whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Are you sure?
I was, but I changed my mind.
Ok, donc c'est pas ça.
Like I said, I have at least three hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
Ok.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all this.
Ok. Ça en fait du bordel, dis donc.
You don't remember anything about the train accident?
Only scraps of memories, fragments. I can't put it back together. And those fucking synchro tests.
What I wouldn't give to be able to go through them. You need time.
Thanks. I'd rather focus on the task at hand. I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
Ok.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
Ah, c'est bizarre, hein.
I'll admit our alleged killer knows a lot, but we don't have enough evidence that taking control of bodies is even possible. Green wouldn't be so easy to manipulate. He held this city by the balls for hundreds of years. Seems he decided to go out in a blaze of glory and burn it all down.
If Green planned it all, then what role did the killer play in everything? So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Ok.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
Oh.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Ok. Moi j'ai une autre théorie par rapport à notre personnage, mais si c'est ça, est-ce que notre personnage il aurait pas un dédoublement de personnalité et ce serait lui en fait l'instigateur de tout ça? Et puis il a des gros trous de mémoire et sa vraie personnalité revient d'un coup et il se souvient plus de rien. C'est possible, hein.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
Ok, donc je pense que là, on va peut-être savoir un petit peu plus la vérité. En tout cas, les amis, on va s'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. N'hésitez pas à liker, vous abonner si ce n'est pas encore fait. Et proposez-moi vos théories par rapport au tueur final. Ça pourrait être très intéressant. Donc en tout cas, moi je vous dis à tous, ciao ciao, et on se retrouve rapidement pour de nouvelles vidéos.